All right, we are back. This time, now we have a running car, but it is minus a turbo kit. So, let me get out of that light. That light's probably too much. Okay, so it's time to get Bob set up with his new turbo kit. And this is the part I like. This is gonna be the fun stuff. Now, this turbo kit's gonna be a little easier than normal because Bob is gonna be twin turbo now instead of a single turbo, so we don't have to deal with the merge pipe or anything like that. So well, let's get started in the fun. All right, we took the headers off the car that we started it with. No real reason other than I had another set of the exact same thing that just weren't polished headers. So we took them off because we had to weld the EGT bungs to them, and we had to shorten the collectors, which is already done. So you can see the EGT bungs are in it. Collectors are cut back now, so there's not that straight piece in there we don't really need. And since it is a twin turbo kit, if I didn't mention that before, it is a twin turbo setup. We put V-bands on the collectors so that the piece that goes from the collector to the turbo doesn't have to come out with the header, if that makes any sense. Because right now you can get the headers in and out of the car without that, but if they were any longer, I doubt you could. So let's get the fixed, changed, modified headers on the car and start on the fun part. All right, well, we've ran into problem number one, getting the turbos mounted up. They don't fit anywhere with the way the car was set up before. And some of you may remember, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you. But right here, there used to be the catch can was there, and then the remote water pump was there. And those two things are causing a lot of problems. So we're going to have to adapt and overcome in some form or fashion. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. So obviously I want it to look nice, even though Bob is no beauty queen pageant winner or anything like that. But I want the turbos to be symmetrical and the tubing to be symmetrical, and those things are definitely stopping that. So we're going to work around that. It's probably a hell of a lot easier to remote mount the breather tank and the water pump. So we'll keep that in consideration and move forward. All right, we are a couple of nights into this ordeal, and I think that I have a solution for mounting the turbos and making the what I would call the up pipe, or the pipe from the header collector up into the turbo. So got it on the car, check it out. This one was the worst one right here. It's kind of got bends in a couple of planes. This one right here wasn't too terribly bad. So we yank those off the car, get them welded up, and then probably do the cold pipes or something. I don't know what order we're going to do that in yet, but we will kind of wing it and see where it gets us. All right, I'm knocking out a little bit at a time here and there, and we got the up pipes, I guess, from the header to the turbine side, the inlet of the turbine. They're both done. Of course, they still need wastegates fabbed in, and they also need back pressure sensor bung holes. So anyways, this is what it looks like right now. So got the up pipe on that side, got the up pipe right there. There's the front view. Started to look pretty good. I'm kind of excited about it, actually. So on to the next step. Okay, once again, I didn't record a whole lot for that little particular piece that I did. I was actually doing some online training for work, like a Zoom call that was proprietary, and can't have that stuff in my video and all that neat jazz. But anyways, let me show you what I got done. It's looking pretty good. So it probably looks real similar to how it did earlier, but the turbos are officially mounted. You can see it's got a brace right here to hold the turbo up. The up pipe is done, wastegate's mounted, both sides, same thing. So in essence, it's starting to look like something now. for the even more custom aspect of it, we are having to replace some downpipe flanges. These are stainless steel, and they're made for 3.5-inch stainless steel. But we're not using 3.5-inch stainless steel. We're using 4-inch aluminum. You ask why? Well, because that's what I have. And they don't make 4-inch aluminum V-band rings for these turbos, so we have to make our own. So we're going to go over here to the lathe, and we're going to start machining them. So, as usual, no better time than the present. Let's get started. All right, there is step 1 and there's step 2 of many steps to come. So I guess now's the time we're going to finish step 2 on the second V-band, and then make more stuff. All right, there's the next step. This is the side that goes into the turbo. That's the major diameter of the V-band male part of the groove, I guess you would say. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, next is going to do this one, make it look like that. All right, let's see what the oh Lord. All right, so before I cut the last part of the second V-band ring that we're making, let's show you this mess and how bad it is. So this is metal shavings everywhere from the lathe. I think you can probably see from there, but Bob's got them all over him too. There's the last step in order to make that part look like this one. This one is done. So let's get that fired up. All right. There it is, finished product. Matched up. Ready to make some downpipes now. All right, the to-do list is much shorter. All the oil lines are ran. Everything's done except for the cold side, or the charge pipes, or whatever you want to call it. So downpipes done, oil lines on there, drain line is on there, exhaust out the fender, normal turbo LS Mustang stuff. So the suspense is killing me. I want to start it and see what it sounds like, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to set the camera up and hopefully get it in a manner that you can see. Okay, I think, come on back here. Okay, I think we're far enough along where we can take Bob outside and boost him up once and check him out. It doesn't have water in it. And I don't have the catch can on it yet, but doesn't really matter for what we're doing. It's on methanol, so it's not like it's going to overheat or anything. So this is what it looks like right now. Got the cold pipe made. Got that fancy slip fitting there, and the wastegate dump tubes are temporary. I have to make those, and I have to decide whether or not I want to put them pointing out the fenders or just kind of pointed at the ground. I don't know yet, so we'll get to that part. But anyways, let's get outside and boost it up. Okay, well, that's essentially it for this video. We built a turbo kit, and it seemed like every time I wanted to go film something, the battery dies instantly, so you didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but nonetheless, solid progress, and Bob is now boosted. We got a couple of things left to do that I mentioned earlier, which is finding some place to put the catch can and finding some place to mount the electric water pump, since this guy took all that space. So anyways, that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks everybody for checking it out. We will see you in the next one, where I hope we're going to start some tuning, boosting it up a couple more times and seeing if it's seeing if we can improve on what it did. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.